Can you explain a little bit more about your infrared saunas?
So there's a lot of long-term studies that have been done on sauna in the country of Finland, and there's so many heart benefits to it. And a lot of it has to do with what you mentioned in your experience. You're putting this stress on your body. Well, when you're in there, your heart rate's going to increase. Your blood vessels are going to dilate. That's what's helping that detoxification happen faster, is that the blood is able to flow faster while you're inside of the sauna. The long-term heart benefits and health benefits and decrease in heart disease are really because you're just putting a stress on your heart almost as if you're exercising on a regular basis. So by doing a sauna on a regular basis, you're getting very similar health benefits, cardiovascular benefits that you would as if you were doing regular exercise as well. And obviously when you combine the two, then those are terrific. But really what's happening, to give a little more of the science behind it, the traditional sauna is basically it's heated by a stove or an oven of some sort. So there's a heat source in the room. That heat is going to touch your skin, and over time, it's going to penetrate the skin, get down to the blood vessels, get down to the muscular tissue. With infrared light, what we're actually doing, infrared in the light spectrum, there's a certain zone of infrared, and there's near and far, and there's all kinds of nuances to it. But the light that's used in the sauna actually penetrates your skin. So it's warming your body first. You're not waiting for that heat to transfer from your skin to the deeper tissue. It's immediately warming that deeper tissue. It's creating micro vibrations inside of those cells, which is heating you faster. So you get actual faster benefits than you would from a traditional sauna. Now, the benefits are the same, more or less, because we're warming the body, we're getting that vasodilation, that the blood vessel dilation, but it's just happening more efficiently with the infrared because of the way it works.
I was going to ask the difference between a traditional sauna because the way I feel in a traditional sauna does not compare to an infrared sauna.
It's true. I've experienced both myself, and I much prefer the infrared sauna. And the reality is you could actually do a lower temperature on the overall temperature. A lot of people think I got to get it as hot as possible to get the benefits. You really don't, because in a traditional sauna, yeah, you want it as hot as possible because you want that heat to penetrate your skin as fast as possible. Infrared sauna, the second you're in front of those infrared generators, you're getting that heat to your body. So you could actually do it at a much lower temperature, somewhere around 130 to 150 degrees as opposed to 190 to 200.
What exactly is iCRYO?
So iCRYO is a wellness and recovery center. We really focus on pain, inflammation, and longevity and anti-aging. I think that's one that kind of gets forgotten, but it's really the most prevalent when you think about the benefits that most folks get out of our services, is they're really looking for ways to be healthy for as long as possible.
I want to share my experience of the infrared sauna.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a lot of health issues after I had my son. We found out we had mold in our house, and so we had to have that remediated. And one of the things that was suggested was to go on a detox. Using an infrared sauna was highly suggested. And so I started that process. And it was, I think, that moment where I was able to just sit and be with myself. And I didn't know how to do that. We went to go visit some family in West Virginia, and my brother-in-law is a massage therapist, and he actually has an infrared sauna in his house. And I had asked to use it. I was already part of a regimen of using it. And honestly, when I would use it in North Carolina, I would usually bring in my Kindle or a book or something, to still kind of keep my mind busy. And that one, I brought all this stuff in, and I was like, I'm just going to sit. I had a moment of a spiritual awakening of, I don't know what it was, sitting in that sauna, sweating it out. I had these emotions that came forth. They came out of every pore of my body. And I realized that this lifestyle, this life that I was wanting, it really came forth in this moment of the infrared sauna. And so I wonder if I would have had this spiritual moment if I hadn't began letting myself sit in the uncomfortability of what was going on in my life. And so when my friend Denise had said that she was coming to your facility, can I come with you? I came to your facility and I absolutely loved it. And so the one thing I was super excited about was the infrared sauna.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for sharing that story. I love hearing that. I literally got chills as you were telling that story. There's so many benefits, and it's so therapeutic to get that time, let alone what the actual infrared lights are doing. But just to have that time for yourself and take care of yourself, that's huge. And we talk a lot about that inside of our center. This is also just a time to take care of yourself. So whether it's 3 minutes in the cryotherapy chamber or it's 30 minutes in the infrared sauna, just dedicating that time for yourself is huge. So I love that you had that type of benefit. I don't love that you had mold in your house and had to detox, unfortunately. It's strange because that's something that's fairly common. A lot of people come through our doors for sauna for that reason, but then they stick with sauna because of the other benefits that they're getting out of it. There's a lot of great studies coming out of Finland right now. And I don't know if you know much about Finland and saunas, but I think there's more saunas in the country than there are people. It's something ridiculous like that. It's a huge, huge part of their culture.